Hello again, and so I'm back again. This is phase 2, part 2. And so I ended up donating a lot of money helping Bitcoin's growth and awareness, spreading this out as much as possible. And I was really pushing, and I was super excited. Something that you could make, you could earn money, and it's corruption proof. Like at that time I was thinking it's corruption proof because you can, it's like a glass box. At that time I did not know that much about that, but I was learning more and more. But everything is traceable, so you can't really hide. And so it's actually stupid to use it for darknet or for something illegal. But hey, I mean, like everybody started. It was the punk scene, like everybody who was using it was mostly like these like anarchistic punks and against government, who could take the governments down, and we'll build a completely new system that cannot be corrupted by them, by these corrupt politicians and these corrupt bankers. And that was what I was thinking for a while, actually, a long time. Then I decided, so I met lots of different people from the very early days. I was very interconnected with all the very early day people around 2013, of course. And I ended up, also meeting some people who were selling mining equipment online. There was a guy called Jerry, and he was selling like online equipment, mining equipment for Bitcoin, and later on he was doing for other things as well. And he was talking about that this was like 2015, 16, when the block debate started happening, because the blocks started getting full. And this was like a real issue for like everyone. It was like a really big thing. Like, oh fuck, but they'll figure it out. Like everything will be figured out, and it'll be okay. And these guys in the development team would know what they're doing. But more like information didn't spread out about that certain people, that this company Blockstream actually started it. Getting funding by the Bilderberg Group, the chairman of the Bilderberg Group. This guy is one of the biggest shareholders of AXA, and so the money came from AXA. And so this was 2016, I think. Yeah, 2016, 2015, 14, 15, I think. Yeah. And so what ended up happening, this Jerry, that was a friend of mine, he ended up in like building a massive mining farm, 20, 25, $30 million farm. This is a really big farm. And he told me, that's what he said, the SegWit technology, that I was like, okay, cool, like, these guys know what they're doing. This is the Eye of Mordor. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, not really whatever, but he was a friend of mine, and so I gave it a thought, and I didn't disprove anything that he said. So I was just like, I'm not someone like that. I'm giving everyone a chance to open their to tell what they think or feel. So I was like, okay, And at that time, Dr. Craig Wright said, was talking about something like in Arnhem. But before that, he was talking in the BBC that he's the creator of Bitcoin. And so I was like, okay, he's the creator of Bitcoin. I didn't really believe it, actually. And then a friend of mine, who I met also in the early days in 2013, explained to me, this guy was the guy who had the Bitcoin embassy in Amsterdam. He started it up and got a big system running there, and he said, "Yeah, it's him." And I was like, "Really? Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter, who it is. It doesn't matter." And I started thinking, okay, yeah, whatever, okay. Um, and then I went to like lots of conferences, traveling around the world, and just like meeting a lot of people. And I ended up speaking. Yeah, I ended up in Arnhem in 2016 speaking to Craig Wright personally, face to face. And I thought he was like some CIA agent. In reality, like, if anyone knows the deep state, and like, these people are very real. 13 Bloodlines, Rothschild. This thing is extremely real. And for all of you people who don't know that, you have to. I've done my research since a long time. And when I met Bitcoin, I thought this is the thing going to take them down. But then I realized, anyway, so I had when I was looking at Craig Wright, I thought he was a CIA agent or something like that. Turned around, I had this weird feeling, like, maybe it's not him, maybe it's other people, maybe other people around me. Turned around, saw the sky, and I knew, like, okay, so if it's not Craig, then it's this guy. And damn, am I right, because that same guy I've met so many times in different conferences, and that guy, I am so bloody sure it's one of them. But I mean, like, those things are there, yeah. And so, yeah, the conversation that I had with Craig was mostly about Monero. And I told him, okay, if you're the creator of Bitcoin, why didn't you create something like more secret, that it wouldn't, that no one could see at all? And he told me that it wouldn't succeed, it wouldn't go through, because if you could not see any transaction, then you could not know that. It's like that blockchain has something really weird. It's like Monero is like behind the scenes. It's just, you can't see anyone's transaction. You don't know how many coins exist. There's nothing. No, nothing. There's no proof of anything. It's completely anonymous. It's like, and because of that reason, can you imagine that you could just that it could just print out billions and billions and billions of Monero, and no one would know, because no one could ever find out, because the system was created like that, so no one could know. But I said, why didn't you create something secret, to Craig Wright? And he was like, it wouldn't take off. People wouldn't trust it. So it had to be something so you could see that things are moving, like from one dot to another dot, and learn, like, see that this is a real thing, that it's working. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, I met some other people there as well. Like, I meet everywhere a lot of people, lots of people everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, now we're in 2016. Like, I actually, and then when the split happened from BTC, BCH, these two Bitcoin variants from each other, I was like, oh wow, then this is real, then this is Bitcoin Cash, then this is the real thing. Yeah, and I really followed every single block that was going through. It succeeded, but yeah, what is now? There's now three different blockchains that have the same Bitcoin, same Genesis block. Okay, ciao.